Hello guys, welcome back to Planet Him. So today guys, I want to talk about the Monster High 2016 reboot. I know everyone has their opinions and everything, but I kind of want to give my opinions and my overall thoughts of the reboot's films and dolls. Before we hop in though, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And also make sure you guys go over to my Instagram and follow me there because I promise you guys, you do not want to miss out. So just make sure you're there, girl. Now let's hop into this video. From creepy to cute, the reboot definitely changed a lot about what we love about Monster High. I personally think the 2016 reboot was good in many ways, but also in some ways not so good. Now look, this is all going to be coming from a true real Monster High fan, but I have to be honest, I didn't completely hate the reboot. But honey, I have a list. My first favorite thing about the Monster High reboot movies has to be the animation. I honestly think that they look amazing with this animation. I love it. I really do. Like, it's something. I feel like it was something new for Monster High, and I would honestly love if they continued this same animation. I don't know if they would actually do that, but if they did for the little web series or whatever, I would live.
Monster High! So simple and yet so perfect.
So basically, just trying to sum up the beginning of the movie. The school is basically made out of Draculaura's house. Draculaura is starting like this web series, and she's talking about how she wants to bring the monsters together. She eventually, Frankie ends up finding her, and they end up finding the other girls, Claudine, Laguna, Cleo. They basically want to get this school started and, make this an actual thing. And I think already right there, that kind of stirred up some problems because the thing about Monster High is, like, it had a whole bunch of history. Like, there were so many mysteries, so many things that, like, they were still trying to learn and figure out about, So when you just switch over and now you're just, like, making the school out of Draculaura's house, it's a big empty house. They're literally just turning into a school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no mystery behind it. It's just their house. I feel like even, like, the atmosphere around Monster High just felt different, like, for the reboot, there was never Rebecca's dad working there. There was Nephra and Claudia never went to Monster High. Like, a lot of things were just canceled out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where a lot of people's problems came from, because it's like you're taking away everything we already do know and you're like changing the characters, making them seem a lot younger, because in this version they're supposed to be younger. They're like, even their like personalities, like, they just act a little bit more childish than like they did before. One thing though I can say I definitely really loved was, like, they were a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? You got into Draculaura's personal space. You're getting to be in her room, her at home being frustrated and angry about stuff. Like, it's very, like, realistic, and I kind of like that because we didn't get a lot of, like, super personal moments in the movies. Like, we didn't get to go to their houses and stuff like that. Well, I guess we have a few times, but it wasn't like this, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this was pretty cool. I like that aspect of the movie most definitely. I asked you guys on my community tab, and please make sure you guys are subscribed. I have some good things coming you do not want to miss. Anyways, I asked you guys how you guys felt about the Monster High 2016 reboot, and here are some of the responses that I got. The reboot changed like everything Monster High stood for. At the end of the day, Monster High will never be better than the OG. Another person saying, honestly, I used to watch all the movies and series. After the reboot, I stopped watching the movies. I don't think the movies were that bad as people were making them out to be. And right there, I definitely agree. On top of the beautiful animation, I think overall, the story itself wasn't that bad. It was just, if you were a fan of Monster High before, then you can see the differences and you can see why people probably had a problem with it. But if you look at the Monster High reboot as just the reboot, I don't think it was that bad. Another thing I do dislike though is that we lost a lot of the characters, but I kind of get it. If it's supposed to be like them kind of starting from the beginning all over again, I can understand why characters are missing, but I feel like a lot of characters just made Monster High. Like Abby Abominable, girl, please, she's an iconic character. Toralei was there, but like, she really wasn't. Like, she was there, but she wasn't. Even inside the little web series that they did for the reboot, like, I don't know, Toralei was just like more of a prankster.
Well, worry about that later. Last one to the top of the hill is a stinky stinker.
I don't know, like she wasn't stirring up drama like she usually does. And there are plenty other characters I definitely feel like deserved a spot in this reboot. But I digress. Can I also say the movie did go pretty long. It was kind of slow. I feel like that might have been because there wasn't a whole bunch of background music. And honestly, I loved how the Monster High characters, whenever one of them would come on the screen and start talking, a certain music would play, like a certain sound would play, and it really fit the characters very well. So not having that kind of threw me off a little bit. Cleo and Deuce weren't together anymore. Claudine didn't have Claude and Howleen and Claudia as siblings anymore, so no more Draculaura and Claude. The whole plot we originally knew was changed. I think definitely it was done to, try and make it more digestible to the Karens who thought that Monster High was too creepy. But honey, you got Barbie. You can have fun with that. Like, you don't have to buy the dolls, honey. Really quickly, I would like to talk about Adventures of the Ghoul Squad. Honestly, this series was kind of forgettable for me. I really don't remember a lot. There's only one episode I really remember, and it was the one with Olivia, because I thought Olivia was so cool. I kind of wish that, Frankie actually did make her a sister in the new reboot. I just feel like that would be so cool. I mean, am I the only person who thinks that? Let me know down below. I liked Olivia. But yeah, overall, I just wasn't really here for the whole Adventures of the Ghoul Squad superhero plot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like it like that. Like, it was cute, just not my cup of tea, personally. As many of you guys know, the dolls got a lot more cute around 2016. The dolls weren't bad at all, don't get me wrong. Like, the first day of school original dolls, these were kind of cute. Like, some things, like, I don't really care too much for. It's either Claudine's pants or shoes. One of them gotta go, and I can't decide which one it is. But other than that, I love Claudine. Frankie, she looks okay. Cleo, she looks okay. Draculaura, she also feels like something's just missing. Maybe like she needs some leggings or something. Laguna, she's okay, all right. I feel like the designs aren't bad at all. They definitely look like they belong to those characters. Like they don't look bad, but it's just not as good quality and as edgy as like the other Monster High dolls. We did, however, get some really good lines out of the reboot. We had Shriek Wreck that actually included Laia P. Jellington. But, fun fact, did you guys know that this line was actually created before the reboot? And they ended up just giving them the reboot faces. This line was going to kind of be their big line of the year, because I think the year before they did Freak Do Chic. So this was like the new line for the new year. It definitely makes sense that these were kind of made before the reboot happened, because they have their original pets. And as you guys know, the reboot dolls came with all new pets. And even the pets got a lot cuter. Cleo went from a snake to a cat. Another okay line would definitely be the Dance the Friday Way dolls. I don't completely hate these. I actually thought that they were cute. I actually had all of them, I believe. Yeah, I think I had all of them. Now look, while these designs do not live up to Dawn of the Dance designs, I honestly think that these are cute. Like, I can see why someone wouldn't like them, but I personally think that they were okay, It was definitely kind of safe. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like some of these girls who be up at the Met Gala, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We also had Garden Ghouls, which was pretty okay. Honestly, I still want Teresa Thornwillow to this day. I think she is so cool. We also had Party Ghouls, which is pretty cool because we got to see some other characters. I love this Abby. She's really cute. The Venus is okay. And Rochelle is pretty cute too. We also had these unreleased reboot dolls I was pretty excited for. I think my favorite was definitely Claudine. But yeah, I kind of wish these got released, because I really did. This Claudine right here eats. I really wish I had her. Even though there were some pretty good, okay reboot dolls, we eventually ended up getting these. No articulation, very simple outfit. So not only did the faces and story change, we started to get dolls with no articulation. And that's where it kind of made a whole bunch of people be like, okay, yeah, I'm done. This Frankie and Draculaura 2-pack right here, I feel like had a lot of potential. If they would have gave them articulation, fixed up the clothes a little bit more, gave us a little bit more detail, it would have been everything, because I love their hair and I love both of their shoes. These two girls really do eat. I think it was just the way it was overall packaged. You know what I'm saying? There was so much that changed. We lost so many characters. According to Mattel, though, this new reboot is gonna feed the old fans and the new ones.
Purposeful message of belonging that's even more relevant today. And this year promises to be even more thrilling. We just introduced Haunt Couture from Mattel Creations, featuring our original Monster High characters dressed in high-end couture looks, and new characters will follow throughout the year. Our Skeletor series, which reinterprets popular horror cult classics through a Monster High lens, will introduce new partnerships with launches at ownable moments to drive buzz. This fall, we will debut a first-ever Monster High live-action musical movie and a new animated series with Nickelodeon. And we'll introduce an awesome fashion doll line in conjunction with the new animated series centered around the core ghouls. So an outrageously fun year ahead for Monster High.
And I'm excited to see what they have in store. I'm excited to see what they do because Monster High has always been and will forever be my favorite. I also think a lot of people, including me a little bit, are kind of scared for the live action because while it's also gonna be a new story, it's also gonna be a live action movie. I heard that the movie is supposed to be coming out October 29th or 28th of this year. I'm excited. I'm gonna be there. Best believe you guys are gonna be getting a movie review, so make sure you're here because I will be. Please let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the 2016 reboot. What are you expecting for the new reboot? Are you guys excited for it? Please make sure you guys go down in the comments and let me know. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And make sure you guys are always being yourself and staying true to who you are because you owe yourself that at least. Peace, y'all.